Hello everyone. What does Jehovah's Witnesses claim they have been doing for the people? Thousands learn to read and write. Jehovah's Witnesses helped more than 5,700 people to learn to read and write. Other places, during the past 25 years, we helped more than 9,000 to learn to read and write. Another place, more than 19,000 we have to read over the past 15 years. So, what's wrong with this? The thing is, there's nothing wrong with teaching someone to read and write. That should be a blessing and a gift to help others. But the thing I'm looking at, if someone is poisoning a person in the water and just putting drops of poison in a glass of water, each day this person gradually would die. Well, that's what Jehovah's Witnesses have been doing to these people. They have been poisoning them. How? Teaching them to read and write by their own literature. The literature is deadly poison. I know. I have searched through so many books, so much literature that the Watchtower has wrote. And from my previous videos, if you have watched them, Pastor Russell literatures, Judge Rutherford's literature, there was all false prophets. They wrote so many lies, promises, and hopes in the literature. That's the same thing with the Watchtower today. They have deceived people. They have made people think they're getting something good from reading their literature, and it is nothing but poison. Poison that's gradually infecting you throughout your whole entire body. And that's sad, because the Watchtower has destroyed many lives with their doctrine. And the doctrines of their lies is not what's entirely true from the Bible. They'll take one scripture and make a mountain out of an anthill. That's what I just said, a mountain out of an anthill. They put too much information in one paragraph. They base the religion on it. And they don't let us know what's above that scripture, that verse. These 10 paragraphs above, 10 paragraphs below. Because if you read what's above it and what's below it, you would find out what they're saying is not what the scripture is trying to prove or say. So people, you cannot learn the truth from the witnesses. I know others who follow me and follow their own path out of this organization realize these people never had the truth. They're not going to have the truth. They're leading you to the wrong path, the wrong God and the wrong Christ. They're worshiping a false God named Jehovah, and they're named after this false God. I know because I used to worship this false God. I used to pray to him. I used to give thanks to him. And finding out it was a name that the Catholics made, and they put it in the Bible. And Jehovah's Witnesses took this name and thought it was God's name. And here's the funny part. If God's name is Jehovah, why isn't there a J in Hebrew letters? Just what I just said. Why isn't there a J in Hebrew letters? So if there isn't a J in Hebrew letters, that means God's name cannot be Jehovah. Don't believe me? Look it up. Type in Hebrew alphabet, and you see for yourself. So these people called Jehovah's Witnesses, if the name Jehovah is not true, so that means everything they put in their literature can't be true if they can't even get God's name right first time, or do research like I have and many others have, and find out that no one really knows God's name. It's been lost over thousands of years, and all they got is just the letters YH, VH, or some of them would say YH, WH. But the thing is, teaching people about a false God that does not exist, and bragging that they're teaching people how to read and write a false name so they can teach it to their kids about a God that never was even created or even exist. I am ashamed I was in this false religion. I was ashamed when I found out this false religion was a cult. And I will not stop making videos and helping people to wake up and to see that if you want to learn the truth, all you have to do is put down your books, your magazines, and just use a real Bible, not this man-made fabrication Bible that Jehovah's Witnesses has made in past years. Yes, other Bibles did take God's name out of the Bible, and put Lord. The reason why they did, my opinion, is because no one knows God's name. How can you put a name in there only using Hebrew letters YH, VH, and that's not a name? So a bunch of people did use the letters, but in the past, when they're making it into English or other languages, they put the word Lord, or in this case, Jehovahwitnesses put the name Jehovah when it is not God's name. So all I'm trying to say is, don't be the thousands is learning to read and write for the Watchtower or become Jehovah's Witnesses. Because if you do, you're going to lose your life. You're going to lose your soul. You're going to lose yourself and your family, your friends. Because if you ever found out what we found out, that this is not a true religion, you will lose everything like most of us did. I did not lose my family in Jehovah's Witnesses because my family got out. But my parents still believe they still have the truth, and my parents is shining me. And it's just like they were still in the truth. So just because of this religion my parents got into changed my mother and father into people that I don't even know anymore because they was involved with Jehovah's Witnesses. So my question is it worth learning to read and write from Jehovah's Witnesses? Is it so important to lose everything when you should find other sources to learn how to read and write, not using their books and literature to poison you? This is a question you have to answer yourself. But if you choose the right path, don't get involved with this religion. Do more research. Because it's your life, your family's life. And one day the end will come. And these men that controls the Watchtower will go down and they will be destroyed. And I hope and pray you would be already out of this false religion when this happens. Thank you and have a nice day.